in the last 12 months have been more about people working together, working more collaboratively. There's a definite energy in the organisation for people wanting to improve. So we have definitely found it easier to recruit into the organisation. It feels that the reputation of the organisation has started to filter through. The story is much easier to tell because of the successes we've had.
Definitely it feels like a more personal approach these days. People seem to be taking more responsibility for their own actions, which is great. And it seems like whilst communication is always going to need to be improved on, it feels like we are improving all the way. So being appointed the first Elm Ambassador was very exciting for me. I've been working here for 9 years and I want to give something back to Elm. And this ambassador role is an appropriate way for me to be able to help out with this company with our vision of the future.
I would have to say that over the last year or two, we seem to have gelled together a very, very good team of people who are genuinely interested in working for the organisation. The ambassador role seems to encompass a lot of that, is to offer support to subordinate members of staff, new recruits, by way of training, coaching and developing people. I think that the big difference is that we now all genuinely want to work together.
I have seen quite a lot of difference. People are more friendly and they're more willing to do things not only for themselves but for the colleague, for the company and for residents. They put in themselves almost in the residents' shoes. So they see if the residents ring for something, they actually make more effort to answer something or to find the answer. And they were always very friendly, but they almost super friendly. And I think this is due to watching and listening to other colleagues.
I think there's been some really good improvements with the Elm Way, in the sense that communication has got a lot better, and staff have a clear steer into what it is they should be doing in their daily performances. I only work 9 hours a week, 3 hours for 3 mornings, and sometimes you could feel a little distant from head office. But it's quite clear that we are all part of one team. I feel that we are part of a team, and I get the impression that the head office will, that they are part of the team.
A noticeable difference in the way the two teams, and I'm talking estate-based managers and the head office team, working together, and the feedback that the customer services team have had is that our estates team or remote team feel more part of a family. So we've in effect, what's been really important to me and the overriding factor of the Elm Way is the fact that we worked with everybody throughout the organisation to bring it together as one team.
The Elm Way has shown the staff and myself particularly, being new into the organisation, exactly what the aims and objectives of the group are, how to achieve them, and what is expected. In the long term, we have an atmosphere and an approach of casual, friendly, but professional at all times.
The changes I've seen in the way people work with one another in the last 12 months has been it's the interaction with the departments. I mean, any questions now, anything it's financial or related to customer services. I mean, you've got a team member out of finance who's quite happy to answer a question related to customer services, and it seemed to link into between departments as well. An operational surplus is critical for the organisation. Any surplus we generate each year is reinvested back into the organisation, which is then helped to fund for future developments or for new management opportunities.
I would say that in the last 12 months at RLHA, falling under the umbrella of Elm, we've had a lot of differences because the communication is far better. We have a better response time now. Things have now taken a definite upward turn. They are far happier with the service that they are receiving now. They know who they can talk to, and I've noticed at the staff conference that we have annually this past couple of years, amongst the other estate managers, that people are far more positive themselves. And the feedback that I get from them when we chat amongst ourselves, obviously, is very positive, and people are far happier now than what they were previously. So it's all working, it's falling into place nicely.